Hello everyone, today I am going to share the tutorial on this parametric family of door which also has side windows. As you can see here, you can change the height and width of the door and windows according to the dimensions which you intend to use in your project file. Before we continue here, I ask you to like and share my videos, leave a comment below, give me your feedback and subscribe to my channel. And also, if you have any sort of difficulty related to Revit, you can ask me anytime. So now let's start with the tutorial. Open new template file of door family. First of all, I'm going to delete these built-in frames and then I'm going to reduce the text size. Now I need to place some reference planes according to the design of the door. For that, insert these two reference planes and then assign the parameter of door width and window width like this. It would have a door in this family would have door in the center and windows on two of its sides. So I'm going to assign the parameters like this. Now open the parameters dialog box and in here enter the formula in door width, which is width minus window width multiplied by 2. The reason I have multiplied the window width by 2 is there are two windows each on either side, and width being the total width which includes the width of the windows plus the door width. Make sure to make these reference planes as equal. Now go to exterior elevation, delete these projection lines. We will write again at the end. Now select extrusion from the create tab. Keep the reference plane at the center and then draw a rectangle for the door width and make sure to lock these three sides. Now create another rectangle with an offset of 3 inches. The reason I have added the minus value is because otherwise the rectangle would be the offset would be created outside the previous rectangle. Fillet these sides, then give the extrusion end as 1.5 inches and the extrusion start as minus 1.5 inches, making it a total extrusion of 3 inches. This is the frame at which we are going to attach the door. Assign material parameter to it. Always remember to assign material parameters as soon as you draw something. You can see that when I change the values, the frame moves along with those dimensions. So you can change the total width and the window width from this dialog box, and the door width will automatically adjust itself. Now again select extrusion and draw the door. Make sure to lock all the four sides. Go to plan view and in here I am going to add the value of extrusion start as 0.5 inches, making it a total thickness of door to be 1 inches. Also add material parameter to this door. Here I am going to add 6 horizontal reference planes in the elevation according to the design of the door. Add one more reference plane with this door frame and then align the door frame bottom side of the frame with this reference plane and lock the dimension, lock these sides. Okay, then lock these 3 inches dimensions. After that, make all of these reference planes at an equal distance with the help of this equal button. After that, select this void extrusion and then draw a rectangle with an offset of minus 0.5 inches. So this will create an opening within the door where I am going to place the glass. For that, again select extrusion and then draw the rectangle, lock the 4 sides, and if you can't see this door in the plan view, you can also go to the top view of the 3D and then adjust the dimensions. And if you don't know that what you can enter the values in the extrusion and in the extrusion start, you can always draw some lines like this, like I have to make it a 1.1 by 4 inches in thickness. So I have drawn a line of 1 by 4 inches length, and then I have aligned these arrows with that line. Add the material parameter, another material parameter, which would be glass, to this extrusion. Now select void sweep and then sketch the path, which would be a straight line from this point towards this point. Then go to left elevation to draw the profile for this void sweep. So I'm going to create this sort of semicircle. Then after you have drawn it, copy and mirror it so that it is on the other side, both sides of the door. After that, copy this sweep and paste it on all of these reference planes, all of those equal reference planes which we have drawn in the exterior elevation. Once you have placed them, make sure to align the reference plane at this point, because when you change the height of the door, this void sweep needs to move along with these reference planes. So it can't be done if you don't align it with this reference with the help of this align command. So now the sweep has been created. The design of the door has been almost done. Now I need to create windows. For that I have selected extrusion and then I'm going to draw this rectangle, lock all the 4 sides, draw the rectangle on this other side as well. Now give it an offset of 2 inches, minus 2 inches, and draw an inner rectangle as well. Now I have added a frame of 2 inches in thickness, and I'm going to place them on all of these reference planes on both of these windows. The extrusion cannot have overlap lines, or it cannot have any open end, so always make sure of that, otherwise extrusion will not be created. Now give it an extrusion end of ½ inches and an extrusion start of -½ inches, making it a frame of total thickness of 1 inches. So this is going to be the frame in which we need to place the glass. After that, again select extrusion and draw a rectangle on all of these openings which is created. Give it an extrusion end of 1/8 inches and an extrusion start of -1/8 inches. Assign material parameter of glass to these extrusion. Now in the floor plan, load the family of the door handle from this door hardware folder. I'm going to select this exterior pull family, and I have placed it on both sides of the door. Use spacebar to rotate the component. Then with the help of this dimension, I'm going to lock this handle with the help of reference plane at a distance of 7 inches, so that even if I change the width of the door handle will stay at its position. Then give it an offset of 4 feet. Go to the exterior, but if should keep the door at the height of door handle at 3 feet 10.5 inches, so that it remains it's the center of the handle remains at this center of the line, and it looks aesthetically good. With the help of align command, lock the doors with this reference plane on both exterior and interior elevation so that it always remains fixed at this point, irrespective of the height of the door. Now with the help of this symbolic line, draw this door projection line of 3 feet here, 3 feet being the width of the door, and assign parameter to this line. So if you change the width of the door, this line should also change its length. So I'm going to add, first of all you need to delete these extra parameters because we don't need them anymore. Then I'm going to assign place a formula for this line, which is going to be door width minus 6 inches. 6 inches being the thickness of frame, 3 inches on each side. Then I'm going to add the offset of 1 inches, and just I'm going to simply draw the plan of the door by which I want to show it in my project files. Draw an arc like this, and with the help of align command, loop this line with this arc at the blue dot, and then this line with this blue dot, and then lock it down. Now select this door handle and uncheck this plan, and then select this door frame glass and this door frame, and set its visibility graphics as, and uncheck this plan, both of these plan parts. Now these extrusions will never be visible in the plan views when you load it into the project. Now draw the symbolic lines of elevation swing projection so that it has these lines when we have our elevations of our projects. Make sure to lock the reference planes at these points so that these lines also move along with the dimensions when we change the dimensions of height. So our door family is now complete. Load it into the project and place it on this wall. Load it into the project and close. This is the residential project which is right now I am creating as the tutorials. Now select this door and change its dimensions from this dialog box according to the dimensions which you have. The link to this to the tutorials of this residential project is given below in the description box. 3 parts have already been uploaded, 2 of which are basically the interior design of a kitchen. Do check that out as well. And now I have placed this main door here. Okay, move it a little bit here. So that's all for today. I hope you like this tutorial. If you have any kind of difficulty or query related to Revit, you can ask me anytime. I will meet you guys in the next video. Till then, goodbye and take care. And most importantly, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.